Tigers.
Hello, happy Monday, April 12th.
Welcome back for our next edition of the Hatch Newsroom.
We're so excited to have you guys all back for another great week, and we are going to kick it off. April is Poetry Month, and I know you guys have been reading a lot of poetry and talking about it. So to kick off Poetry Month, Emmett is going to teach us all about a poet that is alive today, still making amazing poetry, Amanda Gorman. So here is Emmett. There it is.
Amanda Gorman is a youth poet laureate. She is perhaps most famous for her poem, The Hill We Climb, she recited at Joe Biden's inauguration. She is the youngest youth inaugural poet at just 22 years old. She grew up in Los Angeles, California, and went to college at Harvard. Some major awards she has received include the OZY Genius Award and a spot on the Roots Young Futurist list. She is also planning to run for president when eligible.
Thanks, Emmett. What a nice presentation about someone who, it seems like she's so much older than you guys, but really she's pretty young. And she's like the youngest, what did they say? Youth Poet Laureate, which is pretty amazing. And she did such a beautiful job performing her poem at the inauguration.
So now we have a special poem for you guys to hear, introduce you to her, and you guys can hear her reading one of her poems. Here she is.
Writing poetry is my favorite way to use my own voice. This is a poem I wrote called Talking Gets Us There. It's normal to notice what makes us different, because what makes us different is what makes each of us so special. There's beauty in every type of face and in every type of freckle, from the curl of your hair to the color of your skin. No one is exactly the same, not even twins. But across time and place, people have been treated unfairly just because of their race. So heroes get into good trouble. They have to struggle for a long while, but when they win, it's worth every mile. People of color still experience racism today. So it's up to all of us to say enough is enough, to speak out with all our hearts. And that starts at home, starts with asking questions about race when we're taught about it. Together, I know we can tackle racism. But first, we have to talk about
it. I love that. And I like that they illustrated it. And another thing I noticed, which was interesting to me, it was before she started, she went, and she kind of calmed her body down so that she could perform it just the way she wanted, which I thought was pretty cool. And what a great topic. We are all special and just, and like she said, you know, our differences are what makes us special. And that's something that we're working on at Hatch School, is appreciating each other, learning about each other, and how important we all are to the Hatch community.
Love it. I loved it.
I'm so glad you found that, Miss Howe. It's perfect.
And we'll keep reading some awesome poetry this month in honor of Poetry Month.
Yeah, we'll have to share some. I remember I memorized a poem in 4th grade because that was part of, I don't know, an assignment. And I had to perform it for my class. I chose a Shel Silverstein poem.
And I know our 3rd graders here are doing that right now for this month for their book report. They are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, next up, I forgot it was my turn. Next up, we're going to have IAR makeups for our friends that haven't finished their testing. There are most of our friends that have finished their testing, but there are a few folks who still have a few to make up because you were absent, or maybe you were sick, or you were just out of school. So this week we will be coming up to your classroom, and you will just take your quick test. It'll be with Mr. Nolan, Miss Hanson, myself, and possibly Miss Polly. So we will see you then, and we know you guys are going to do awesome. So keep chugging along. We're almost done.
Good job, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. Well, this week we have some birthdays to celebrate. So here are our birthdays for the week of April 12th. And first up, we have happy birthday to Joanna in KM, whose birthday is tomorrow, April 13th.
Happy birthday, Wanji, in 2B on also April 13th.
A very happy birthday to Aiden in 5W on April 14th.
Happy birthday, Asher, in 1B on April 17th.
And our last birthday for the week is a very happy birthday to Valentine in 1B on April 18th.
That was pretty quick. Just a few birthdays in this week of April. Okay, next up, Miss Howe, I am ready for a great joke.
Perfect. And today's joke comes to you from Easton in 2W, right? Yeah. Here you go, Easton. Thank you, Easton.
What do you call a piece of beef that fell on the ground? Ground beef.
What do you call a piece of beef that fell on the ground? Ground beef. Funny.
I like that one. Like that. Well, Hatchires, that is all the news we have for you this week. We hope that you guys all have a great week. Remember, we have school all 5 days this week, and enjoy this beautiful weather.
Fingers crossed that we have beautiful weather. Some days in April are sunny, some days are rainy, but that's kind of what spring's about. Got to have lots of rain to have those flowers grow and all those baby animals come. You know, spring is pretty good, but you do need your rain boots, and your raincoat. But hopefully it'll be sunny one of these days. All right. See you guys.
Bye.